Hi, this is Eric, and welcome to this video, which will show you how to use iBooks Author to create a fixed layout children's iBook. I am the person who did not write, but I put together Belle, Belle, Where Are You by Joe Alex, and I used the iBooks Author software for that, and it is now for sale in the Apple iBook store. So let's go ahead and open up Apple's iBooks Author software. Now the nice thing about this is that the software is free from Apple as long as you have a Mac, so it won't run on Windows. And let's look at the version number. It is September of 2014, and the current version today is 2.1.3. So we're going to go ahead and start off now with creating this book. And so I'm going to take a quick detour and show you the book that I'm about to create. And to do that, you can open up iTunes. And when you open up iTunes, you'll often go, if you go to the store and home, that'll take you to the front page. And you've got this books tab here. So if you click on this, this is the iBook store. And let's go ahead and under search store, we'll type in Belle, Belle, Where Are You? And hit enter, and this will give us some results. And if you scroll down here, you'll see Belle, Belle, Where Are You by Joe Alex. So let's go ahead and click on that book. And so here's the page for the book. It's got here, you could buy it here, and there's also a free sample you could download that gives you a first couple pages to see if it's something you want to actually purchase. And it is made for iBooks, and it contains audio and click points. So let's go ahead and, well, I won't download it now, but if you click on that, it'll download to either your Mac or your iPad. It will run on any version iPad. And to get iBooks to run on your Mac, I think you need OS X 10.9, which is Mavericks or later. So let's go ahead and go back to iBooks Author, and I'm going to open up the basic landscape with portrait template. So I'm just going to double click on that, and it'll open up. Now, it has a lot of boilerplate here for you to start with, but since we're doing this children's fixed layout, we'll be deleting most of it. The first thing to become aware of is the inspector. If you go up here to the inspector, this will show and hide this pane right here. And this is basically how you can change every object and all the attributes in your book. So the first thing we'll do is go to this first tab, and under author, we'll put the author of the book. So in this case, it is Joe Alex, and the title of the book is Belle, Belle, Where Are You? Now the next important thing is to disable portrait orientation. So in this case, we want a children's fixed layout book, and we don't want the screen to flip when we go into portrait mode. So we're going to disable portrait orientation. The next thing I'll show you is in the left sidebar here, you've got the book title. This is the image that will show up in your iBook store, app, along with all the other books. Intro media is like if you wanted an image when the book loads, but I did not use this, and I have not seen this used, so I think you could safely ignore this. There's the table of contents, and so this is important. You need something there, and the glossary is something I also ignored. So really, all I added images for were book title and table of contents. So here's where the actual pages go. There always has to be a chapter, and this chapter can have sections, and the sections can have pages. Now, the important thing to note that at least in Belle, Where Are You, it's very simple. There's only really one chapter, and you always do have to have at least one chapter. So the way I did this book is to have a chapter, and then without any sections, it's just a chapter with a bunch of pages in it. And this chapter is really the first page. So I'm going to start off by actually deleting this page. So I'm just going to select it, and I'm going to hit the delete button, and it will delete. And then I'm going to select the section, and I'm going to hit delete. So this is basically our first page right here. Let me tell you one of the gotchas that I discovered Right now you see it says Chapter 1, and right under that it says Untitled. Now this is the title of the chapter, and to change this you actually have to double click on it right here. And in the case of the children's book, in the case of Belle, Belle, Where Are You?, I wanted this just to be the name of the book. So what I did is just put Belle, Belle, Where Are You? If there was multiple chapters, sure, you could give each chapter its own name. The important thing is that this name here will show up in the top navigation bar, so you definitely want it to have it filled out. So let's go ahead and add the first page of the book. Now there's a lot of text already here, and we don't want it. So what I'm going to do is just click it with the mouse, and I'm going to hit the delete key on the keyboard to delete it. And I want to basically delete all of this stuff. And I will delete this, and I'll delete this. Now you'll notice there's actually one line here that I am unable to delete. Some of these elements can't be quickly deleted, and they're locked into place. And if you do want to delete them and you click on an item like this, you'll see that this line is locked into place. If you look at the top and the bottom, you'll see that there's an X on there, and that means it's locked. If you go up to the Arrange menu and I go Unlock, those will change into handles that I can actually drag if I really wanted to move these around. In this case, I just want to select it and delete it. This gives me a nice clean template to start with.